Hello everybody and welcome back to New Hope Tarot, where I will be doing your reading for July 22nd. I have meditated upon the cards and I have pre-shuffled. As always though, I will shuffle live. During meditation, Spirit showed me candy corn and I was like, really? Oh, really? Candy corn? And then they gave me a slice of pizza. And that looked very similar to the candy corn, and I understood exactly what they were trying to say. So what they're trying to say here is the fact that not everyone is going to like you. Not everyone is going to tolerate you. And that's okay. You know, just be the best version of you that you can be, and you will attract the right bunch, or the right situation, the right people, the right person, whatever that looks like for you. All right. They also included to mention, be as selective as they are. Okay. So that was Spirit saying, be as selective as they are. They really want this card. I was feeling it. 7 of Pentacles. Yeah, be as selective as they are. No joke. Very interesting. Do you see how he's cutting out? Let me get the rest of the cards here. Bottom of the deck, we have the High Priestess. Be as selective as they are. If you're noticing here, the scythe, he's cutting the little baby scythe, but it's still a scythe. He is cutting off the, like he's weeding the trees. I mean, look how dead the rest of the tree is. There's only a bit of a bushel right here, right? And he is being selective. He's weeding out the things that aren't needed to keep this bushel going. All right. Same thing with you. Weed out the things that aren't needed, the people, the situations, whatever that is, so that you can remain, look how green he is, so that you can remain abundant in energy and grounded. Right? Put forth the energy and your effort in the things that are worth your time and effort. The people that are worth your time and effort. Okay? The 9 of Cups, the Wheel, and the 6 of Cups, all in reverse. I feel like what you're cutting out are the things that don't make you happy. It's like, let's say this was a previous dream, right? Perhaps that dream didn't necessarily work. And you're like, all right, well, it looks like I'm going to have to scratch that off and start anew. And I feel like this is saying that because whatever it is you were doing, it wasn't working out for you. Right? Whatever that wish fulfillment was that you had at one point isn't working out. So let's say your wish fulfillment was to be in a specific job, but that job didn't turn out to be as great as you thought it was, right? Or let's say you were with somebody that you're like, oh my gosh, I'm so happy with this person. Let's just say that that person didn't make you happy either, right? So whatever that situation was that you thought was your wish fulfillment, turned out that it really wasn't, whatever, because you thought it was going to make you happy, but really it didn't. All right. So what you once thought was your future, you're like, maybe I'm going to etch a sketch that bad boy and restart. Okay. And I feel like you already know this. I don't feel like, if you haven't done this already, you're about to, because I feel like you already know, like, something needs to go. Something needs to go. All right, we'll get some clarifiers here, and then we will start with Cancer. It is the last day of Cancer, so tomorrow we will begin with Leo. We are moving into Leo season. Holy smokes, you guys. All right, let's see. Get some clarifiers here. Additional information. The Tower. Yeah. You knew that something wasn't right. We have the Moon at the bottom of the deck. You knew something wasn't right and something has to change. You need to break things down in order to build things right back up. Literally what this is saying. Break it down so you can build it back up. I'm hearing Linkin Park in my head. I don't know the name of the song, but the lyrics go, breaking it back down so you can build it back up, or something like that. Those were that song, that voice, that lyric just came to me after I said it, and Spirit's like, no, you have to say this. So that has to resonate with somebody. Okay. Don't deceive yourself. You know what it is. Let's move forward with it. Okay. Let's just carry on with the energies. All right. Cancer, let's keep going with you, yeah? Let's see what we have for you, my darlings. I'm going to move these over here because this is driving me bananas. All right, here we go. All right, we have the Four of Cups in reverse, Dragon's Lair, Ten of Wands, and Herd. Cancer, it feels like you are seeing something exactly for what it is. You're seeing through the deceptions of something. You're trying, or at least you're trying to figure it out. Like, it's like what you thought was something good may not have been, or vice versa. Something that you thought was bad was actually good. Take it how it resonates into your own life here. Honestly, with this Herd card, what I'm actually getting is the fact that it's like you're washing the lies away. It's like you're paying attention to the situation for what it is. You're seeing beyond the BS. You're rinsing it clean. And if it's, whatever this situation is, it's like you're being very clear. You're seeing clearly about it. Very interesting. Let's see here. I'm going to card for this. Yeah. It's like you've put your defenses down about it to really take a good look at it. It's almost like you are readjusting your point of view of this situation. All right. You have the Knight of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Looks like you're going to follow your heart. If this is somebody that whatever this is, it's something that really makes you happy and you're going to go ahead and follow it. You may not follow it immediately. You may approach it very tentatively, where you're like, I see the potential in you, but I need to verify that because I feel like you are right. Whether, again, person, place, thing, whatever, place it into your situation. I feel like you're going to approach it tentatively because you're seeing the reality of it. Good for you. What are we doing? We're going to do, how are we going to do this? We're going to do this, 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 this. All right, Leo. We have the Tower in reverse, Spark of Place in reverse, Ace of Swords in reverse, and free. Leo. It feels like something has happened that has really shaken you up a little bit. What you probably thought was going to be like really good communication wasn't great communication. Let's say, you know, you had a job and then you were called in what you thought was going to be a raise, and instead you got either demoted or let go or something like that. I'm not saying that's your situation. I'm just giving you an example of what it could potentially look like. Or let's say you're in school and you took a test and you thought that you were going to receive a paper, you know, with a really high grade, but it really wasn't. And it's like, you were like, are you joking me right now? But it's almost like you're relieved in some sort of way. Because it feels like now you're not left out in the cold and you're able to see, okay, if I'm not doing great in this class, is this the way, or is this the career that I want for my life? Or if it was a job, oh, if this isn't the right job, then, you know, or if I'm being let go, is this the career that I want to continue my path on, right? It's almost like Spirit is giving you a second chance to kind of redirect yourself. So take this opportunity to redirect yourself. Go within, find what it is you really want, right? Figure out what it is you really want, because it's time to let go of whatever this was, and it's time to heal from it and move on from it. Exactly what I was just saying, right? It's time to move on from whatever that was, okay? Virgo. Virgo, I feel like you aren't going to see something coming. It feels like you are, oh, sorry, Ace of Swords in reverse, Wizard of Awareness in reverse, Two of Coins, and Faith in reverse. I feel like you don't see something coming, and then like you've been waiting around for way too long. It's almost like because it's taken so long for it to come in, you've exhausted your patience, and you're just like, you know what, whatever. You know, it is what it is. If it's supposed to come, then it'll come. If it's meant for me, it'll come. If it's not, then I'll just deal with it. But I feel like all of a sudden something happens and you have the options of two different things. And you're like, wait, what? It's almost like you're shocked that two things, just nothing happens, and all of a sudden everything happens. Yeah, King of Wands. There we go. High Priestess. Page of Cups. And the Nine of Cups in reverse. We have the Ace of Swords at the bottom of the deck. Right side up. I feel like there's going to be clear communications. A new, like you're winning. Like, I'm hearing zombies. Oh my gosh. Kids movie zombies. I think it's called, and you know, winning, I think is what it's called, but that's what I'm hearing in my head. What is happening today? Holy smokes. I feel like somebody that you are very attuned to is coming your way. And I feel like you've long given up on this. And it's almost like you never thought that this was going to happen, but it's happening. It's happening. Not only that, I feel like it's more than one person. Right? One of them might be younger than you. One of them might be older than you. But I feel like it's, or if it's not a person, it could be a situation. One may be a company that has been around for a very, very, very long time, and one that has been around that maybe they're a little bit newer. Okay. So take that how it resonates. Also, I do want you to know that whatever you choose, it's going to be different for everybody. All right. You have to discern what is right for you, but a victory is assured. Okay. So do what you feel is right for you, Virgo, Libra. King of Pentacles. Deep freeze in reverse, Ace of Cups in reverse, and decide. Libra, I feel like you've been slow moving for quite some time, but I feel like you are ready to take some action, specifically in the love department here. The only thing you have to do is decide. Here's the thing. Some of you may be being courted by two different people. Or if this is not a love situation, this could be an offer that has been extended out to you by two different companies. Or perhaps you're already at a company and then you have to decide between the two. I feel like you've dragged your feet enough, and it's time to go ahead and take action. I feel like you know this. I'm also getting the sense that the place where you're at, you've been capped out. So perhaps you can't grow anymore. Okay. So it is possible that the newer offer is a better option. We have Justice here, Nine of Cups in reverse, Page of Cups, 10 of Wands in reverse, and we have Temperance at the bottom of the deck. Definitely balance. Look at all the balance here. We have Justice, well, not all, but we have Decide, Temperance, well, and then this is balancing, right? Because you have to decide. You have to go between the two different things. You have to decide, right? It's time to put one down, and then it's time to go ahead and move forward with the new thing. Like, look, even on both of these, you know, it feels like this, it's like you're weighing out your options. I feel like that's what you were doing here, weighing out your options. But I feel like you're ready to go towards something new, a new wish fulfillment, something that really makes you happy. And I feel like there is more growth at the new company. That's not technically what the 10 of Wands is, but I feel like the previous job, like I said, I feel like there's no more growth before I even saw these cards. It's like you've already collected your harvest. You know, whatever seeds you sown, you've already collected your harvest. And now it's time to move on because there's no more growth in the past company or with a past person or whatever that looks like for you. Okay. Scorpio. 7 of Cups, just kidding. Wishing well, 3 of Wands, and compassion. Okay. Scorpio, it feels like you have a lot of different options available to you. Not all are good options or opportunities. Let's say you have a business and you're trying to expand. There's a lot of different companies out there that can help you expand. You have to figure out what is going to be the better option for you, because it feels like you're trying to work on something, right? Whether it's a relationship, perhaps you're trying to find, different things that allow your relationship to grow. If it's a company that you're at, perhaps this is you learning different avenues that you can grow within that company, but what's going to be the right one for you. And again, if this is your side company or just your own company, period, let's say you have a food truck, right? And you're trying to market that food truck. Well, there are different companies out there that can do that, but which is the right company for you? Okay. And then be as selective, just like I said in the very beginning, be as selective. That's really what I'm getting here with this Three of Wands. Be as selective with them as you are, as they are with you. Okay. Be selective and then bring in the right thing. This is not the time to be compassionate. This is the time for you to really dig your heels in and say, no, this is what I need from a company. If you can't comply, then it's time for you to move on. I need to go with a company that's going to be, that's going to actually bring forth to me the right clientele. I'm not saying that that's your situation. I'm just, it's the situation that I'm going with. All right. So place this into your situation, how it feels right. Yeah. Here you are being very clear, very vocal. Think, no, this is what I need. I have no time to compromise. I need things to work out right. We need to drive together as companies, right? I need to work for you as much as you work for me and vice versa, right? King of Cups. All right. In order for everybody to be satiated within this particular relationship, we need to work well together. All right. We need to work well together. I like this. Good job, Scorpio. Right. Sagittarius. Where am I going? Yeah, this one. Star in reverse. Storm fields. Page of Swords. Balance. Okay. Sag, don't lose faith in a situation just because it has yet arrived. Keep moving forward. Keep moving forward. Stay within your balance. Don't worry about it not being here. All right. Just focus on you. Keep learning. Keep growing. Keep doing things that are for you. Because I feel like there is something that is coming in, but you don't see it, so don't lose faith. Yeah, stay grounded, you guys. Yeah, don't get caught up in the nonsense. Page of Swords twice. Here's the Page of Swords twice. You know the truth of the situation. Just because you don't see it doesn't mean that it's not there. Okay? Just because you don't see it doesn't mean that it's not there. What's the saying? It's one of my favorite sayings. I can't think of it right now. If I think of it, then I will say it. Destiny delayed is not destiny denied. That's what I wanted to say. It was very important. Thank you, Spirit, for bringing that back to me. Listen, stay grounded. Defend your honor. You know that something is coming. You may not see it yet, but stay strong. All right? Don't lose faith. Not just yet. I feel like something is coming. We have we have 3 pages. Definitely something new. It's actually going to be something very, very passionate. Something that you're passionate about, or It could be a person, it could be a passionate relationship. I don't know. So put that into your energies, into your story, into your life. Don't get caught up with the BS. Don't get caught up. Don't get wrangled in with deception, right? Self-deception is really here. I don't feel like it's deception from external factors. I feel like this is self-deception. Just because you don't see it, destiny delayed is not destiny denied. All right. So don't buy into it. All right. You may not see this new beginning, but it's coming. I feel like it's coming your way. We have 1, 2, 3 pages and the Fool. You want to talk about new beginnings? Sagittarius, it's yours. It's yours. All right, Cappies, what do we have for you, dears? We have the 10 of Swords, protecting treasure, 4 of Wands, and forgive. Caps. I feel like a very long, drawn out, difficult time is coming to a closing. Not only I feel like this is not only in personal, because I'm seeing a lot of the red here, which is talking about love. But I also feel like this has to do with growth and finance. So I feel like this is like in all 3 of those realms. If you have been budgeting a lot lately, I feel like growth is about to happen in your finances. And I feel like also in love, I feel like something is actually, with this forgive card, I don't even feel like there's anything to forgive. I feel like you've already done a lot of work, and I feel like the universe is just bringing something to you, is really what I'm getting here. Like, it's like they're, whoa, did you see that just fly? It's like they're washing away all the BS, all the nonsense, and bringing you forth gifts. Page of Pentacles. Told you, something solid is coming your way. It's balanced. Wow. Look, geez Louise, 4 of Cups. Here's the universe just pouring into you. What did I say? 3 things, right? Didn't I say 3 things? Love, growth, money. And I feel like this is personal growth, but I feel like it's overall growth. But love, personal growth, money. The universe is just pouring into you. I love this, Capricorn. Look, you don't have this yet. You don't have this yet. All right? You may be saying, oh my gosh, everything is taking so slow. Oh my gosh, and I don't have the right partner. Oh my gosh, everything is not working out the way that I thought. But wait. It is. Just you wait. It is. It is. I love it. I love it. All right, Aquarius. Ace of Cups. Beautiful. Home. 8 of Swords. Enough. Listen, if you are actually looking for a home, I'm really drawn to this home card and the island that can feel like home. It's going to be exactly the right thing, right? If you're looking for a home, or if you're looking for a situation that makes you feel like you are at home, right? Whatever this dream of yours is, it's coming your way. Whoa, did you just see all those pop out? We have the 5 of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. It is in reverse, but it feels like if you've been feeling like you've been left out in the cold, don't even worry about that. Don't even worry about it. It's not even important. things are working out. Oh, wow, we have this many cards. Knight of Swords, Chariot. Look at the swiftness here. 3 of Swords in reverse, Knight of Wands and Judgment. Look at the speed. Look at the speed and look at the motion. Right? Knight of Swords is quick motion. Knight of Wands, quick motion. Chariot. All of this, look at all the speed. I feel like you've already healed from a past situation and where you've been judged or thought of as something that you really weren't, right? That's called judgment. But you are exactly enough. Whatever this is, whatever felt like home, wherever you weren't feeling like you're at home, is starting to come together, and there's a cohesion that's happening. You may be moving, or something may be moving to you. It could be moving jobs. It could be moving homes. It could be a situation that makes you feel like home, where perhaps maybe, or even a same relationship that something was off, but now all of a sudden everything is starting to click. Okay? I like it. I like it, Aquarius. Pisces. The Moon in reverse. 5 of Swords. Details, details, details. And allow. Pisces. It feels like you have found out something that I feel like you weren't supposed to find out. And because you did, you've won. I don't feel like you were supposed to find whatever this was out. I feel like somebody was sketch, or something was sketch, and somehow, like, you were in the dark, but somehow this information came to you in error, by accident, or you just happened to stumble upon it. And I feel like somebody is not overly thrilled that you found out. I mean, even you may not be thrilled about it, but the reality is that it's better to find out now than to find out later. And I feel like you're just like, honestly, I feel like you're kind of pissed about it, but at the same time, you're like, again, I'd rather know about it now than much, much later. Yeah. 5 of Swords. Again, here's 5 of Swords twice. I'm telling you, you're winning. Whatever it is, it doesn't even matter. Yes, it may hurt. It may hurt. You may be getting a divorce. You may be breaking up with somebody. It feels like somebody has cheated here. I know it's not the 7 of Swords, but I just feel like somebody betrayed you in some way, shape, or form, and you found out in a way that you weren't supposed to. But don't worry about it. I feel like you're going to come out of this situation much stronger than you were. You're going to get rid of this toxic energy, and you're going to come into your own strength and become more brilliant, more well-rounded, more, you know, I'm actually, with this World card, it's almost like you shine better without this person, or without this situation, this toxic situation, is really what I'm getting here. So be pissed. It's fine. Allow yourself to go through that emotion. There's nothing wrong with that, but don't stay in it for too long. All right, Pisces, Aries. 7 of Swords and reverse. It's so funny. I was just saying 7 of Swords. Follow the leader, the magician, and play. Aries. I feel like you've been playing by the rules for way too long, and it's time to break out and okay, so I'm getting a double message here. It's going to be one of two here. Either you've been following the rules for way too long, and it's time to do what makes you happy. So go and create that, right? Or perhaps you need to start kind of stop messing around, and it's time to start taking the proper action towards something that you really do want, and do what's right. Do what's right for you. Either way, with this magician, it feels like this is about you creating the area around you to your specific needs, okay? This Page of Pentacles has really been coming out a lot. Okay. We have Temperance at the bottom of the deck. You need to start taking action, right? Find the balance from within first and then start taking action. Make sure you know what it is you really want and then go and do that, okay? With the Page of Pentacles, 8 of Cups, 4 of Pentacles, and 8 of Swords, holy smokes, it just feels like once you recognize what it is you want and you start going towards it, although it may be difficult, and it may be difficult for change, you know, like change may be difficult for you, but you have to recognize that you have to sometimes place yourself in a situation where you have to break out of the box that you're currently in and place yourself in another box completely, right? So it's either the box that you've known for so long and it's time to break out of it, whether it's you following the leader and following the straight and narrow, and it's time for you to break out of that. Or if you're too busy being a little too rambunctious and not doing what's right, then that mold needs to be broken, and it's time for you to now start moving towards that which is different for you. Okay, a change is what is required here, right? Even though change can be scary, start with baby steps and then work your way towards whatever it is that has potential for you. Okay. All right, Taurus. We have 2 of Pentacles in reverse, Solitude. Knight of Cups in reverse, and Gratitude. All right, Taurus, it feels like you've been trying to figure out like what direction you want to take, Perhaps you haven't well, that's not even cool. Perhaps you haven't been able to do a really great job at working, life-work balance. But it feels like right now that things are shifting for you. It feels like you are actually doing a good job either balancing these two things or balancing your internal emotions, or depending on the person, because all of these are coming to me. So I need to make sure that I get all of those out. Or you finally decided what direction you're going to go. And you're like, that's what I'm going to do. And I feel like the words decide on a dime is coming to me. So it's like you decide right then and there. It's like you had no thought process. It's like, it was still in the back of your mind. You kind of know. And then all of a sudden, from like one moment to the next, inspiration hits you and you're like, that's what I'm going to do. And it's almost like this is the Tower, right? Even though it says solitude, it's like you know it immediately. I didn't even pay attention to that, but now that I see it, you know, it just kind of reiterates what I was trying to say, or solidifies what it is I was trying to say. Perhaps this is about you being alone for way too long. And now you're like, ooh, no, I don't want to date. I don't want to date. And then all of a sudden you meet somebody and you're like, that's who I want to date. That person right there. And all of a sudden it just becomes super easy. I feel like right now you may be a little bit on the rusty side in regards to this situation. I do feel like this is love for whatever reason. Nothing about love is popping up here, but I feel like this happens to be about love. It could be about a situation, or, you know, a new job, or like perhaps you've been wondering, like, what career do I go to? And then all of a sudden, bam. Or what job do I go to? And then all of a sudden, bam, right? But I'm getting a very strong sense that this happens to be about dating. And again, like all of a sudden something appears. I feel like something just appears and you're like, that's it. That is it. If it is somebody that mirrors you. They're very reflective of you. They're very similar to you in a lot of different ways, but different in a lot of different ways. If it's a job or a career, it's somebody that you can truly see yourself doing. And that's how you know that that's what it is. The Hierophant. It may be somebody that you marry at some point. But I feel like this is just, oh my gosh, look. 10 of Pentacles. Oh my gosh. And the 6 of Wands. Oh my gosh. I do feel like this is a win-win-win. I do feel like this is something that builds slowly. I feel like you want to communicate with this person or this thing immediately, but I feel like it takes time to get to that point. Okay. I hope that makes sense. Whether it's a person, place, or thing, then take it how it resonates. I feel like communication is about to come. You know, it's funny with this. I feel like this is usually the strategy card, like, or, you know, lying, cheating, stealing, whatever, but I'm not getting that at all. I feel like you watch your words around this person, and I feel like you listen more than you speak, or they listen more than they speak. And I feel like you find that incredibly attractive, and you're drawn to that. I do. I feel like you're drawn to that, and I feel like whatever patience you have had before, I feel like you're about to reap the rewards of all that patience, all that time being alone. And I feel like you hit the mother load. I know it sounds really weird, but that's what I'm getting. Very weird. All right. Gemini. Last but not least, we have Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Slow and steady stretch, and King of Coins in reverse. Okay. Gemini, I'm getting the strong sense that whatever you have been wanting, you've been inching towards, or has been inching towards you, and it's been like forever, and you're like, oh my gosh, are we getting there yet? Are we getting there yet? It's almost like you want something that feels like home, and you've taken your time to get to the point where you're like, all right, I don't want to settle for this job. I don't want to settle for this career. I don't want to settle for this house. I don't want to settle for this car. I don't want to settle for this person. And I feel like you've been waiting for just the right thing to really put your efforts into in order for you to put in your offer in. Because I feel like you've been withholding. You're like, no, I'm waiting. I'm waiting. I'm waiting. I feel like you're in the long stretch right now. Like it's about to occur. Home stretch. That's what I'm trying to say. Home stretch. I'm like, I said long stretch, and I'm like, it's kept reverberating in my mind. I'm like, that doesn't sound right. This Page of Pentacles, man. Knight of Wands. Tower. Yep, it's about to happen. Three of Wands in reverse. Wheel of Fortune. It's on its way. It's on its way. I'm almost getting the sense that there's divine timing here that's at play. I feel like this is something, again, I mean, I feel like there's the two energies. I do feel like this is a person. It doesn't have to be. So please put this into your energies, how it feels right for you. I feel like someone's moving fast and the other one's moving slow, even if it is in reverse, right? So I feel like somebody's moving slow externally, but moving fast internally, and the other one's moving fast externally and moving slow internally. I hope that makes sense, or vice versa. I don't remember how I said it the first time, so you know what I mean. And I feel like these two people are about to meet. Again, reflecting one another, meeting eye to eye. Look, I mean, you think it's like I'm really not, I feel like you're in the home stretch. I feel like things are about to merge right now. Well, not today, but I feel like it's going to be very, 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 very soon. I mean, very soon with the Tower and then the Three of Wands. You know, I'm actually getting moving with this card. I feel like there is a move that's going to happen. It may be on your part, Gemini. I don't feel like this is a move that happens immediately, but I do feel like it's a move. All right, my darlings, so take it how it resonates. All right, my dear ones, that is what I have for you for July 22nd. I hope this did resonate. Until we meet again, bye. Hello, and welcome. This is the special reading for Lakeitha Rawls. Lakeitha, this is your message. You've been selected for the free read. Before I began recording, I did meditate upon the cards and I did pre-shuffle. During meditation, Spirit showed me I believe it was a swan. I saw the back. It could have been a goose, but I feel like it was a swan. And it was at the edge of water, whether it's a lake, a river, I don't know, quite possibly a lake or a pond. And because the water was a little bit more still. I couldn't see the water itself. I just can tell that it was looking down. It felt mournful over something. It gave me a Five of Cups energy. That's what I connected to. And it felt like you're disappointed or you disappointed someone. Someone either disappointed you or you disappointed someone. That was the energy that I connected to. So if that's you, then here we are. Let's take a look here at your overall reading. So again, you might be regretting something, whatever that looks like for you. Okay. Regretting, disappointed. You have Cernunnos, which is the Devil card here. Off the bat, I feel like you were in a toxic relationship or a toxic situation where you may have freed yourself. You may be feeling shame that you had a part in it, but I'll get more information as the cards lay out, but the energy that I'm connecting to is stating the fact that you see your part in it and you feel possibly ashamed that that was your part in it, and that's not how you want to behave or how you typically behave or something like that. Again, it's like you regret it. But just so you know, if this person treated you this way, then you were just reacting. Recognize your part in the situation, grow from it. There isn't much you can do about a past situation. It is what it is. Sometimes you just have to recognize it for what it is and move on. Okay. You were unhappy in this situation. You were unhappy in the situation. I feel like this person, the person you were with, again, this could be when I say relationship, it doesn't necessarily have to be romantic. It could be like a work situation. It could be a friendship. It could be, family, whatever that looks like for you. I don't have details just yet. Again, I'm only connecting with the energy. Okay. It looks like you were unhappy in a situation and it feels like the other person did not carry their weight. And as much as there were good times, I also feel like there were times like you were bound either by loyalty, by it's like you felt bound to the situation. And like you should not have left, you could not have left, you weren't supposed to. I'm going to get more clarifiers here with the Eight of Swords, but it feels like you were bound to it, but almost like you're loyal to a fault, almost that you didn't really want to give up on somebody or something. We have the Star in reverse, Page of Swords in reverse, Three of Wands in reverse, and Four of Cups in reverse. I feel like you're slowly starting to build faith and hope. I feel like you do have hope, but I feel like you've also, like it's dwindled, like it's been depleted of because of this situation. I also feel like you felt like you were constantly being watched or observed in the things that you did. Like you were being spied on. Again, just observe. Maybe not necessarily spied on, but observed. Possibly spied on. Yeah. I feel like you didn't have free reign to do what you felt was right. It feels like even though you were loyal, again, it just felt like there was like reins on you, like you were being overly guided. And you're like, I have my own mind. I'm capable. Why am I being restricted? I feel like the signs were there long before you saw it. The signs were there long before you saw it. And it's almost like with that swan that I saw in my mind's eye, that imagery that spirit showed me, it feels like there was, like you are reflecting and looking back and going, how did I miss those signs? How did I miss those signs? Listen, we've all gone through it. Don't worry about it. The point is that now you've seen the signs. Now you know what those signs look like. All right. The point here is to learn from those signs. Remember them, embed them in your brain and in your heart. And then when you're in the next situation, again, whether it's work, whether it's whatever that situation is for you, apply that in your next situation or any situation. You know, what you learn in a relationship, you can use on friends, right? Because you recognize the details, that's the word I'm looking for, you recognize the energy and you go, no, I remember that. I'm not going to fall for that again. Okay. So just use that as a reference point for everything else. Right. And then that way you're able to recognize signs a lot sooner. You have the Ace of Pentacles in reverse, the Nine of Pentacles, the Star in reverse again, the Eight of Wands. Listen, whatever it is that you have the Knight of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck, whatever it is, if you feel that you don't have potential or there is no possibility of a new beginning or starting fresh or gaining your momentum or gaining your stability, emotional, financial, whatever that looks like for you, know that it is within you. You certainly can get that. You can get that. You can gain your independence back. You just have to remain in faith. With the Star in reverse twice, your hope is dwindling, and you also might be looking for outside guidance when you really need to be looking for internal guidance. You need to recognize your self-worth. All right, but we'll get to all of that here in a bit. Things might, okay, so a couple of different things. There might be communication coming in. There might be travel coming in, or there might be an opportunity coming in. I want to say quickly, but it doesn't feel quickly because of the Knight of Pentacles literally right behind it. Allow me one moment. Move these over just a smidge because I want this Knight of Pentacles here. Because I feel like this is talking about self-worth, you recognizing your self-worth. Can I have a clarifier here for the Knight of Pentacles, please? For Lakeitha Rawls, please. Yeah. Princess of Cups in reverse. This is the Page of Cups. Okay. Know that there can be a new beginning. I will put it right side up. Know that there is a new beginning. You can have a new beginning, but it starts with yourself, stabilizing yourself first, grounding yourself first. Once you have found that grounding, that's what's going to allow you to recognize exactly who you are, right? Or what it, and try to collect that which it is you want, whatever it is that is in this cup, right? Whatever it is. Remember I said this one was looking in water? Look, she's looking in water. Okay? Whatever it is you desire, you have to gain your balance here. You have to gain your footing, your grounding, recognizing that you have all of the potential, even if that means going slow, taking it one step at a time to gain that which what you want, okay? Because I feel like you're already out of this situation. It feels like you're completely out of this situation. This person might contact you, by the way. This past person might contact you because we have the Six of Cups here. So if they try to communicate with you, stand your ground. Stand your ground. Know your strength. Recognize the fact that no, that was not good. It made you feel bound. It made, and not in a good way. Okay, bound in not a good way. All right, I just want to get clarification on the Cernunos, please. Yeah, this person may have been not only really slow moving, I feel like this person kept, I felt like they, okay, number one, I felt like they were cheap. Number two, I feel like they pretended like they had more stability, financial or otherwise, than they let on, and they held you to it. It's like they held it over your head. Like, it's almost like they were saying, oh, I did this, I did that. What part are you playing here? But meanwhile, you are actually doing everything. Well, not everything, but I feel like a good majority of it. But I feel like, again, I feel like you let this go. And I feel like that's actually very, very good that you let it go. All right, what advice can we give Lakeitha Rawls, please? What advice can we give Lakeitha Rawls? Before I go into the advice, I just want to look at the cards here and see what else I'm missing. Yeah, if this person wants to come back, I feel like this person, he, she, they, I don't care. I feel like this person is full of themselves, full of lies. And I feel like they're really good at messing with your brain. It's almost like they're a bit of a trickster where, you know, it's like they talk fast and they jumble what you're trying to, like, it's like they jumble your thoughts. Like they speak so fast and they speak in circles and you're just like, wait, no, that's not even what I said. You know, and then they say something and then they contradict themselves, but they make it sound so good that you're like, wait, what? What's going on here? I feel like you were gaslit. That's the kind of energy that I'm picking up here. Going up here, you got the Nine of Pentacles, the Page of Swords, and the Three of Cups. Since you've let go of this person, I feel like you are more free to do more of what you want. You're possibly more social, like to do things with friends or whatever, because you broke out of this situation. Even though it might not be like a lot, you may not be doing like a lot, but it's definitely more than what you were doing before. I would be careful of the Star, Three of Wands, and Eight of Swords. I would be very careful of that because this is telling me that if you don't go within the self and get the guidance from yourself or spiritual or whatever, I feel like you could be misguided if you go for the external guidance, like, you know, friends or somebody that were also friends with that person, or even just your friends, although they may have their heart in the right place, I feel like there could be bad guidance there that could keep you a little bit more bound and keep you where you are versus actually growing, which is what we're wanting to do. We want you to have growth, okay? We want you to have growth. Did you see those? Those two want to come out, so I'm going to grab those. All right, let's see what we got here, Lakitha. Okay. We have the Hermit and the Three of Pentacles both in reverse. It is time for you to get out, but you need to work on yourself by yourself. Okay? You need to work on this, excuse me, the self by yourself. Look at these people over here, like observing you, and you're doing all the work. Your spirit right next to you. Okay? Here's everybody right by your side telling you what to do. Oh, mark there, mark there. No. Ignore these people. Focus on yourself, building yourself, grounding yourself, and with spirit. I feel like you've done a lot of soul searching. I feel like now, look, you want to talk about spirit being next to you? Right there. There's the wolf. You have a wolf, you have a cat. Spirit is right next to you. I feel like you've been doing a lot of soul searching. I feel like you have already. You may still be doing it, but I'm also seeing the fact that it is time to get out and be a little bit more social. Okay, it is time to break out and get a little bit more social, Lakitha. I'm seeing some shadows here between the Devil, the Hermit. There's some shadows there. This card, the Four of Cups. And this, both of these Star cards, and of course the Eight of Swords. I'm seeing the shadows, and I feel like you need to really stay out of that mindset of the darkness, whatever that darkness is that is in your mind, that either you're not good enough, or you're not worthy, or you're not going to amount to anything, whatever that looks like for you, right? Even though externally you may be saying, no, I'm it. I'm like, I'm good. Like, I know I have all of the abilities, all the potential. I feel like you can put up that front, but internally, I feel like you're still struggling with that. You're still shadow boxing that because of this past person. All right. And I feel that's why you're doing a lot of your soul searching, because you're trying to sift through their BS and the reality. All right. And I feel like that's actually very wise for you to do, for you to figure out and sift through all of that. But what is real? What isn't real? What do I really need to work on to build myself? And what do I need to let go of that was BS? Okay. What additional... Oh, they don't even want this deck. Just kidding. All right, what additional... Finding your inner strength, you guys. Or you guys, Lakitha, sorry. I'm so used to doing the general readings that was just a natural blurb. Sorry. What additional guidance can we give Lakitha? How can we help her get out of this? What else can she do? What else can they do? Okay. Here's the Three of Cups again. Again, going back out, getting social. Okay. Finding your strength. Remember I said with the swan that was reflecting that it felt like the Five of Cups energy. Here it is showing up. Definitely reflect on what it is you're going through. Recognize the truths back here and the BS. Distinguish between the difference. Discern between the two. Once you figure out what the two are, you're able to better strategize and leave the BS behind, or leave the things that you need to work on and take away the BS and go, okay, I'm taking away the BS. All of that is BS. You're not having to deal with 7 lies or 7 BSs. All right, these 5 BSs, those need to go away. I don't need to deal with those. Those are all made by this person. By the way, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 horns. 5. All fibs. All lies. All gaslighting. Sure, do you have stuff to work on? Absolutely. But recognize it isn't all of this. It's only these 2 things. Okay? And you'll recognize that by going from within. Okay? And then you can clearly judge for yourself. Again, your part in it. How can you move forward? And then also recognizing that it wasn't you. All right? Because I don't feel like this was you. All right? And I feel like you're actually going to get out of this far better. Like far, far better. Okay? They want a card. Let's see. This one. And this will be your final card. This is the card that wants to kind of pop out. So let's take a look here. Raccoon, inventor. Decide on what you really want. You have the ingenuity to claim it. Avoid being the trickster and practice integrity. You have many roles and you can juggle them well. Inside. Horse freedom. Your heart is pure and free. A greater purpose calls you. You have unlimited reserves of stamina and strength. You follow the winds of change and accomplish your dreams. These are the two energies Spirit wants you to really embrace. Okay? External, internal. On the external, feel lighter. Claim who you are. Own it. All right? Whatever role you play that day, own it. But be light in that energy. Okay? Whatever that looks like. Internally, you need to find that strength. Remember, we were talking about strength in reverse. You need to find that inner strength. You need to find that untapped reserve that you have for your stamina and your strength, for you to move on, your strength so that you can continue on stronger and accomplishing your dreams, accomplishing you moving forward in whatever situation that looks like for you. All right, my darling, that was your reading. I hope this did resonate. If it did, go ahead and leave a comment. I would love to hear from you. Until we meet again, have a great one. Bye.